a week has passed since the takedown of the Scorpion and the Shocker. The news of Spider-Man working with the once pro hero Gran Torino, as the TV will continue talking, as the news reporter will start continue saying about the chase and the fight that's going on. As Izuka watched the TV, as he listened to the reporter, remembering what Jameson said about it. Flashback. As Izuka walk in, as simply giving the photo to Jameson, taking it, grabbing it out of his hands. Jameson look at the photos, saying, "Trash, no, trash, no, trash, no, trash, no, trash, no, trash." As throwing him on his desk, as simply saying, "You know, this seems like Spider-Man is acting like a hero." Izuku say, "Well, he kind of is a hero." "Wrong! Spider-Man is a menace to society." "Huh?" "Listen, kid." As Jameson will grab Izuku by the shoulders, as simply showing him through the window, as moving his arm towards the other direction, I say, "Look at the city. Do you see it? It's peaceful, quiet, with the pro heroes doing their job. That's a pro hero. Spider-Man," as pulling up the photos, as simply look around. Destruction, chaos, people hurt, destruction. He's a menace. But Spider-Man's a hero. He stopped the Scorpion and the Shocker. Jameson would simply go and start to light a cigar, putting it in his mouth as he would smoke it out. As kicking his feet up the desk, as he would start to laugh. "You're kidding, right?" As Izuku said, "No, I'm not. He's a hero. Even Gran Torino admits it." Well, the old man must have gone senile. If you don't remember, he's still a vigilante. If I remember correctly, vigilantes are illegal. "All right, Midoriya. I want some good picks for the sports festival," as Jameson would say. "Once you do that, I'll give you a bigger dock in your pay." "How much?" 40%. 40%? Is a good thing. I can use that money. "Okay. I'll do it." "Good. Even though these are all pretty badly, I can make something work with these photos," as Jameson will simply say, "Go get your doc from Becky. Get your payment from Becky." "Yay," Izuku would say. "Go on, get out of here." As another news reporter would say, "Mr. Jameson, we have the papers ready for Midoriya's photos." "Good. Put this on paper. Spider-Man, threat or menace?" Izuku simply sighs. There's no point walking out. Simply, he will continue hearing Jameson speak crap about him. He can never get him on his side. I don't think you can get on my side, Jameson. As going up Becky, as she was saying, "Getting your pay?" "Yep." As she would give him an envelope saying, "Thank you, Midoriya. Have a good day." Izuku would nod his understanding as making his way to leave. Sports festival, huh? At least I'm getting more money. Flashback end. The sports festival is coming up soon. 2 days. 2 days left. So if I'm going to go do this, I'm just going to go through with it now. as simply looking at his phone, seeing that message from his sister, as she'll be talking about her day. He hasn't responded yet, simply wondering, as she'll talk about the sports festival, if he was coming. Izuku wouldn't respond. He wouldn't respond. He wanted to make a surprise. Well, good enough. Good enough. Just need to wait. Time skip. 2 days later. The UA Sports Festival. Arriving at UA grounds, he would look around, seeing so many people around. Carts, selling food. You would see some pro heroes. This place was filled. Holy crap, this place was huge. In the arena. It's awesome. Zuko smiles seeing the whole place. Having camera on him is simply be popping in as arriving. Well, now what shall he do? Taking pictures? That's nice. Taking pictures for Jameson's for the sports festival. I wonder what he wants it for. Well, it's the UA Sports Festival, yeah, but the feature for the pro heroes. Zuko would wonder, what would he desire? Zuko took some photos of some pro heroes was around, as now wondering, was this dream? This dream seemed not that bad. Everyone seemed happy, more than happy, glad. He kind of felt jealous of people now. He took the path he took. Nice guy deal fit. As he would stop and turn, seeing another pro hero, wondering she was familiar, very familiar. The woman walked up saying, "Oh, you're a reporter, you're a photographer, right?" Izuku nodded, saying, "Yeah." This is midnight? The actual midnight in person. Well then, but as she was simply say, "You look familiar." "I do?" "Yeah, it's like I've seen your face around here, but I can't pin where I've seen it." This is one other way to say, "Yo, Namiri, what's going on here?" Izuku blink as seeing President Mike. "Oh, Sashi. This is a photographer right here." Well, what's up, little listener? How's it going?" "You know me." "Of course you know me." "President Mike. I listen to your broadcasts every morning." Well. You got a fan." "I enjoy a fan every here and there." "Hey, what's your name, kid? You look kind of familiar." Izuku." "Izuku? I heard that name before." It's a surprise, saying, "You have?" "Yeah." As immediately a voice would say, "Izuku, turning around to see you." "Oh, hey, Mai." And she was supposed to say, "Hey, you arrived. Didn't think you will be here." Mai, as Namiri was supposed to say, "Thought you were going to be prepared for, the sports festival." "Yeah, I am." "How's your sister doing?" "Pretty good." "Hey," as President Mike would simply say, "Is it just me, or do you two look exactly alike?" "He's my little brother," as she would simply say. "By a few minutes," Izuku says. "Your little brother, eh? Not bad. He's a looker." "Huh?" Zuko would blush, saying, "Thanks. Alright, I have to go." Go prepare for the sports festival. Oh, see you. Izuku-kan. See Izuku-san? As she'll simply leave. President Mike says, see you later, little listener. I gotta go do my job. As he would proceed to leave as well, Zuko just returned saying, Heyo, surprise. Hey, I thought you weren't coming at all. You didn't send any messages, messages that you're coming. I wanted to be surprised, Zuko says. Well, that's nice to see you here. How's Izumi? She's good. A bit down that you didn't, respond to her, but she's okay. Kachan? You know how he is. Right. I should not have asked. So, I'll be taking pictures for Jameson. Try to get you in there. And she'll smile, saying, well, better get my good side. And she'll simply say, will do. You better crush it out there. You know I will. As she'll simply head towards the area where students would go to prepare for, the Forest Sports Festival. Izuku would simply smile, finding that nice. As, it would start. He found a good place to seat, as, the first part of the sports festival started a race. It was fascinating, though. He was taking pictures of, things going around. The first part found it will be, till when the whole race ended. It was very simple that first was Izumi, along with Mei coming second, a girl named Shoko Todoroki, then Kachan coming fourth or fifth. Hang on. In fourth place, as Izuku was smiling, seeing that, at least his sisters are in first or second. As you see how Koski was acting angry, Jimmy will scowl at him, as I guess they'll be arguing down there. Well, it could be better. As he would as the next thing was, a gladiator, if I'm correct. This was interesting. They had to make teams. Izuku didn't really think about this part, as he would take pictures as, it was on. Surprisingly, Izumi and Mei were on the same team. Mai were not on the same team. They were in different teams. While Kachan wanted to try to go against Izumi to get the 1,000 points, 10,000 points. You saw MJ was on Mai's and Gwen was on Izumi's team. Interesting, though. It was very dramatic. Taking pictures as Izuku continued to take pictures. This whole event was great. Awesome. So the next thing that I found, his shoulder was being tapped. Turning around to see Miski. Oh, Izuku, she'll say, I knew that was you. What are you doing? Taking pictures. As she'll simply look at the pictures, saying, good pictures, as she'll say. Mm-hmm. 3D sit, Izuku says, sit over there with your mother and your father. As she pointed to where she sat, come on. Izuku says, wait, I was being dragged along. Simply, please. Inko turned to say, oh, Izuku, sweetheart, there you are. And Izuku sat down next to his mother, saying, hi, Mom. Hey, Swear, Sasha says, hey, Dad. Izuku simply wondered, so, how's it going? Good. As Inko simply says, how's your schooling doing? Good. Your grades? Izuku a bit sweat a bit, finding that his grades have been, well, lacking just a bit. They're doing well. Sure say good. I'll come by your school eventually soon, just to double check. Uh-huh. No absence, right? No absence. No, not at all. Early to school, just great. You know, that's good. That's just what we say. You wouldn't mind if we come over to your apartment, right? Izuku sweat, saying, no, I wouldn't. What you doing, kid? What you doing, kid? Oh, Sasha simply said, is looking at his son's camera, saying, taking pictures? Yes, for the bugle. I'm getting a higher salary if I do this, as Izuku simply said. My last photos weren't so keenly, I guess. I read the newspaper. Good photos, though. Yeah, but not how I wanted it to be seen as. Oh, Spider-Man threat or menace? Uh-huh. I read it. I kind of felt bad. I was completely being trash-talked by Jameson. And what he was talking about was completely unnecessary. And it was wrong. He wasn't even there. Izuku would sigh, saying, I'm just going to take pictures of this. At least this is better than, well, what I got. Taking other pictures, as, well, the Shoka girl was froze Koski. Ski one of Koski's arms. Which she would scream, icy hot bastard. Which confuses Izuku pretty much as wondering, what do you mean by that? The next thing, well, was in the past few minutes went by fast. But who came out on top? Well, that was obviously Mai. She was a bit smarter than Izumi, no doubt there. She found a way to take the headbands. It was very clever, though. As not long, she was, well, won the mini game along with her team. The next part was, well, the match, the tournament, which was something very interesting. Izuku took extra pictures for this. The first match was, well, his sister's match. Izumi versus, well, some guy named Shinjo. He had a quirk that what he heard from, well, Izumi's classmates saying that it was a mimic mind quirk. She didn't talk, though. She easily took him out, simply because his quirk depends on speech. But she talked to him later on after the match. The next match, well, was Mai versus May, which was an interesting match because this May girl was completely technology crazy. You saw her earlier in the last match. Her tech was very interesting. Cool. Maybe you could ask her to improve his web shooters. But yet again, gotta keep the secret. As more matches go on, one match is being very interesting. Todoroki's match. Her match with this kid named Zero was interesting. He works similar to how he works with his web shooters, but taken out very quickly. Which was a big ouch. And the next thing that was surprisingly that she could be froze majority of, well, the arena. She had an interesting quirk. Well, he heard he was Endeavor's daughter. Endeavor was number 2 hero. Even though he didn't give out a ray of hope, he had a lot more solved cases than All Might. But there's something about the girl. Well, she was cold. Unnecessary cold. And they did a break for, well, Izumi versus Shoka, which was going to be a very interesting match in general. Izumi would go through the pictures as simply going through the pictures that he had, as he would feel someone behind him as saying, "So, how many are there in there?" As simply as he turned to see Gwen as she would simply look over. "I have several. They're all good. I hope I don't. I hope I get enough. Hope this is enough." Saying, "You got my match, didn't you?" "Yep, I got your match." Zuko would smile and say, "Good. Zubi's looking for you," as she would simply say. "She is?" "Yes." She would put to where she was. Izuku would do so and thank her for doing that, as simply he would head to see, Izumi was talking to Shoka. He listened in on the conversation, staying out of this sight line, as simply made the conversation was very interesting. How she talked about her quirk, saying how she wouldn't use his fire. It was very interesting, as simply Izumi would mostly be confused at first, but not long, the talk was over. As their match was, President Mike was basically stating that their match was going to start in a few seconds, at least 2 minutes. After they talked, Zuko walked up and said, "How bad was it?" She would turn to see her brother saying, "Oh, you listened in? You listened, didn't you?" "Yeah." She seemed very stoic. I don't really know what to say about her. She's strange, but I don't blame her. Endeavor gets off a really weird vibe. He might not be an All Might, but he's his own hero. Yeah. As simply the two continue to talk, as surprising to speak of the devil, Endeavor appeared. As he would talk to Izumi, as he would basically state how his Shoka would defeat her in battle. But it would be a lot easier, and she would completely destroy her if she used her fire. Which Izumi said that Shoka is her own person. Not long the talk was over. Izumi and Endeavor went in their own directions, as Zuko would wave out, giving her good luck, as Zuko would follow Endeavor. Mr. Todoroki? Endeavor returned to see. "What?" "I have a question to ask," as Zuko would simply say. "Why doesn't she want to use her fire? Just in general. She's rebelling against me," as he would simply say. Izuku would wonder why, as simply asking the question, why? Endeavor wouldn't really go into detail. He was very quiet. There was an accident when she was younger with her mother, and simply after the accident, she decided to neglect using her fire. I told her many times that by using her fire, she would unlock her true potential, but she has not listened at all. She's just still very, primitive. "Did you do something to her?" as Izuku would simply say. Endeavor would scowl, saying, "It's none of your business, boy." As simply he could turn around and continue walking, Izuku would simply say, "Now it's kind of my business, because my sister's going to fight your daughter." Endeavor would turn around saying, so you're her sister." "Mm-hmm. I'm her brother, actually." And Izuku would say, "But don't underestimate Izumi at all. She's strong. Stronger than you think." Izuku turned around and also saying, and also Izumi was right. She's not your prize. She's her own person, for God's sake. Respect her. Respect her. As Zuko walked away, as Endeavor scowled at this, as he would continue making his way towards wherever he was going. Izuku wondered, but still, why won't she use her fire? He said there was an accident with her mother, but what happened to Todoroki's mother? No clue. So the match went on. And the match was, well, kind of dramatic. It was interesting. People were crying out and being happy, seeing how, well, the beatdown of these two teenagers were impressive. There's multiple times where Todoroki completely froze her right side. Izumi had the basic advantage. She had a decent pyrokinesis quirk. So using her advantage of increase of speed and strength, she had Todoroki completely beaten that. But not long, well. Then they were talking in the match, which is something that Izumi completely said later on. And not long, complete fire completely covered the arena. And while Todoroki had a smile on her face, then a big explosion happened. And after that, it was over. Izuku made sure to get that, because that's going to be the big topic on hand. The next match was, well, Kachan versus some girl named Muraka, which Izuku had sympathy for whoever the girl was. She was a brunette girl. She was cute, you have to admit. But what happened was she did good. But just in general, Kachan was a whole nother level. Her quirk was interesting, though. Zero gravity. There's a lot of things that you can do with that. As we started writing down notes, seeing all these quirks just brought up good memories. And he had his Hero Notebook 13 on him. Seeing all these quirks. He did put Todoroki's quirk in there, too. That was interesting. As really big explosions would enter us, immediately Izuku would see us, seeing how well Bakugo beat the Uraka girls. Izuku was to continue to write as this is one of the voices would say. So, we write down. Nothing, Henry. Nothing, Harry. Just her quirk. Huh. Izuku blinked as saying, Harry, what are you doing here? Well, I'm here for Gwen and MJ. What else? And for Izumi, am I? But, didn't think you would come. Of course I would. Coming here for my sisters, but also get pay increase. What, your last batch of photos didn't work for you? No, they didn't. Not the way I hoped. Have you read the news? Yep, I read it. I don't think Spider-Man is a menace nor a threat. But it's pretty funny how Jameson says threat or menace. Have you heard his podcast? Believe me, I listen. I don't know really why he blogs about me being so bad. But eventually I will get him. That's a promise. JJ and Jameson will be in there. Don't worry. You'll be a Spidey fan. A Spidey fan eventually. I promise. As Harry will say, come on. I want to show you the Class A. Class A? 1A. Your sister's class? Oh, okay. Simply as there will be another break for your next match. And it'll be a gladiator match, which was nice. As Class A would continue to talk about the recent match, Uraraka would pop in. Still, well, she seemed down, but she was happy. After her call with her parents, things seemed pretty good with her. Simply as Class A would talk, as one guy would say, "Yo, Harry," as a blonde with lightning bolt on his head would say, "What's up, Kaminari?" As Harry would simply say, Kaminari returned to say, "Who are you?" "Oh, I'm Zuko." Zuko would simply say, "You kind of look like Midoriya." As the serial kid from earlier would say, "Well, he's actually their brother." As Mineta would turn his head and say, it's rushing forward and say, "You're Midoriya Babe's brother?" As he would pull down Zuko from between his collar, tell me everything. What do they wear under? What are their panties? What kind of bras are they?" As immediately being slapped across the face by a tongue from a frog girl. "Sorry about that," as she would say in a very frog-like voice. "He's a bit of a perv." "Understandable," Zuko says. MJ would say, "Oh, Zuko, you finally arrived over here, huh?" "Yeah." As Bakugo walk and saying, "The hell are you doing here?" Zuko would say, "Hey, Cot, don't you dare." As Bakugo would scowl. Zuko would understand what he tried not to say. "Whoa," as the red-haired boy would simply say. "Is there some tension here? What's wrong, Bakugo, bro?" "Nothing," as Bakugo would simply say. "Hang off to my match. And also, nerd, I'm going to destroy your sisters completely," as Bakugo would simply leave towards the arena. Zuko would sigh. "It's not your fault," Harry says. "It kind of is my fault." "What fault?" as Zero simply say. Zuko would say, "Have you heard of how his dad died?" "Oh, yeah, we all do," as Kaminari says. "He talked about it. It happened recently, right?" "Yeah. Basically, well, me and Kachan's families know each other for a pretty long time, and his father is my godfather, which makes my sisters their goddaughter," as the black-haired girl would say with a ponytail. "Yeah. Let's just say something happened. The last thing, well, my godfather was talking with me, and let's just say I said something that I regret. And an accident happened afterward, and it's my fault." "It's not your fault. You couldn't have known that thug was going to kill him. We all know it's my fault." MJ will say, "It's not your fault." Gunn will say, "Stop thinking so bad about yourself and just cheer for us, all right? We're going to kick that Pomeranian's ass," as Gwen will simply leave. "Yeah, what Gwen says. Try for us, would you?" As she would simply say, as they would go off to leave. This was now going to be a very interesting fight. Zuko will pull out a camera and take pictures. "Hey," as Kaminari would say, "that's a nice camera. Thanks. Take photos." "I have a question. Do you take photos of Spider-Man?" Zuko would blink and say, "Yeah." "You do? You met a guy?" As Zero say, "I met him a couple of times." "No way." "Believe me, Spider-Man's badass. Not gonna lie." "Yeah," Mineta says, "he's pretty cool with the girls. I want to meet him. I need to know his secret." Yeah, that sounds nice. Secret. As Zuko would take a picture, continue as the match was to start. And what happened in the match was something else. It was interesting, one thing. And I'm just gonna time skip because, well, it's kind of boring, not gonna lie. So the winner was simply Koski in general. There's nothing really to say about it, so yeah. Just sports festival or something else. Pretty good. Everyone would get sports festivals, let's go to go through his photos. As he proceeded to, well, head home. But first, he had to go take this to Jameson. As he went to the Daily Bugle, and Jameson went over the photos and said, "Not bad, Midoriya, not bad. All right." Simply, he'll pull down a random number, because I don't know Japan's money currency, so I'm just going to say the U.S. money currency. 450. Izuku blinked. 450? But you said twice my salary. Yeah, that's all I'm going to give you. 450. Take it or leave it. Fine. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here. You'll get paid by next week. Next week? Sighing at it. Sighing at his luck. Great. As heading out Daily Bugle, is walking his way home. All he gets is $450. And he's gonna get paid next week. He could use that money now, but he can wait. He's patient. Then he went to his apartment. Seeing Harry there along with his family and Gachan. Basically was finally saying, "Oh, you finally arrived." As you see, they brought groceries. Saying, "So why the hell are we here at the nerd's house?" Basically was slapping on the head saying, "Show some manners, Koski." Izuku opened the door and saying, "Welcome to my little humble abode." Izuku would head towards his room. "I'm gonna go change." As they proceed to put things on the table. After Izuku changed, as Inko says, "What's wrong for you?" As she was supposed to say to her son. "Let's just say I got scammed." "Not bad," as Sasha was simply say. I was told I was gonna pay, double my salary, but... And what's your normal salary? 320? 320. And what did he give you? 450. 450 is, Sasha says. And who do you work for? J. Jonah Jameson? The triple J, huh? Gosh. What work for him anyways, Izuku? You ever heard of, bad customer service from him? Yeah, but he's the only thing I can really think of. And that's the best job I have. And I'm getting paid next week. Inko say, "If you need money, Izuku, we can help with that." No, I'm fine. Said you need it more than me. As they would basically start to talk about, dinner. Simply as Izuku would get a call, as the call would be from hello? Izuku. Good that you answered. As the phone will be on speakers. Dr. Connors? Yes, I made a breakthrough with some new technology. I need you over to the lab right away. Really? Okay. Will do. As Zuko would simply say, as hanging up the phone, as saying, yeah. I have to go to Dr. Connors. You talk to Dr. Connors, as Miles simply say. Since when? For a while, Izuku says. A long while now, but, you know. Izuku was say, what else are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything. Just gonna head out. Harry has the extra keys, so he can lock the apartment down. Okay, see you all. Izuku will close the door, making his way to Dr. Connor's lab. Short time to Dr. Connor's lab. Izuku arrives and saying, hey, Dr. Connor, you called me? Yes, I made a breakthrough discovery. You have? Yes. As Dr. Connor would simply look as pulling out a serum, it was green, bright green. What is that? It's lizard DNA. Izuku would blink, hearing it. Lizard DNA? Yes. Basically, what I did was I spliced the lizard DNA and some components out of it. But do you know how, lizards here generate tails? Yeah. I kept that component, but took everything else out. Along with using a bit of your blood, I also gave it some other things as well. With the boost as well. You used the boost, but didn't you say it was untestworthy? Yes, it was meant to boost Toshidori's a bit for longer, but I used just a sample of it. A small portion, and it works. Let me show you. Okay. There's no blood on mice. Dr. Connor is the one holding the mice, saying, go on. Izuku will nod as proceeding to, stick the syringe within the mice and injecting the lizard DNA. As the lizard DNA would immediately start to hit the effects. And then, right in front of their eyes, the limb grew back. Izuku was just shocked. Dr. Connors, you actually did it. Yes, I did. And it works like a charm. So many people can finally get their limbs back. Arms, legs, fingers, anything. Have you tested it? Tested any side effects? No side effects, nothing. You sure? Because there might be maybe a late bloom. No, I tested on a couple animals. It didn't work at first, but it worked perfectly. The only side effect I actually know of is a small bit of aggression, but nothing too problematic. Small bit of aggression. That sounds great, Dr. Connors, but maybe you should do a bit more testing. It's perfectly fine, Izuku. Have you looked at him? Look. Happy's fine. He's happy. He's perfect. He has his arm back. And I can have to get my arm back. Then I can hold my son once more. Yeah. That's great. Yes, it's great. It's amazing. All right, Dr. Connors, I'll see you. As proceeding to take his way back home, and so I was going to head back home, but something was off with that serum. That serum just felt too off. It wasn't right. A bit of aggression. At first, that might not seem that bad, but he said a small bit of aggression. But how big is the small big? Would it be a problem with everyday life? Izuku didn't know, but he just hoped that Dr. Connors did more testing on it. It unnerved him a bit, Arriving at home, seeing, they're still there. Izuku would say, hey, Harry says, how's it going? Yeah, that's good. So, what happened, as Sashi simply says? As well, Ezekiel simply say, well, Dr. Connors made a breakthrough. You did? As Inko listened in this, saying, yeah, he made a pretty big breakthrough. What was a breakthrough? Sashi simply say. He found a way to regrow limbs. They're all shocked. As Sashi say, I'll be damned. He did. Mm-hmm. Well, that's amazing. Once that hits the markets, it'll be something else. Yeah, I bet. As they'll continue to talk for the rest of the night until, well, they all left. As there'll be time for, well, the Midori's to leave, Izumi and Mai would basically make that way out the door as simply Beisashi was sadly in the car. As he gently kisses his wife as simply leaving, as Inko says, Zuko, what's wrong? Nothing. Nothing's wrong. I can see right through you, Zuko, as his mother would simply say. I'm worried. About what? Dr. Connors, Zuko says. His serum sounds amazing. It sounds like a big hit. It does, Inko says. But what's the problem? It's the fact that he spliced lizard DNA. The problem is, we don't know if there's going to be any bigger side effects except for aggression. He said small aggression, small amount of aggression, but he said small, but sometimes Dr. Connors doesn't see small details that can actually become big problems. And I'm just hoping that nothing happens. You know? You can stop worrying about it. As Inko said, Dr. Connors is a legal scientist. Yeah, have some faith in him, as Ingo simply say. You're right. Dr. Connors knows what he's doing, and he has it all under control. I should have some faith in him. As Zuko simply say, yes. Now get some rest, as she was supposed to go out the door. Good night, as she was supposed to say, closing the door. Izuku would nod. Now wondering, yeah, night. Time skip. The next day, swinging around the city as in a suit, once more he wanted to think about Dr. Connors again. Yet again, Dr. Connors. He just couldn't get it off his mind. Something was wrong. Awfully wrong about that serum. He couldn't tell why, but it just didn't feel right. And he'd be swinging as it'll be at least be late afternoon to late afternoon. The sun was start to set. As it set, the nighttime skies along with the skyscraper start to shine brightly. Zuko continued to swing. Everything going on in his mind. He's just so jumbled, so confused. Maybe he should. No. He shouldn't do that. But yet again, he should double check Dr. Connor's work. See if the lizard formula actually is safe. Because he doesn't want anything bad happen to Dr. Connors. Yet his mother told him to trust Dr. Connors. He couldn't have a help of something bad was going to happen very soon, in the coming weeks or months. Like something big was going to happen, like a big roll. Like he just started on like a big roller coaster, and he's only getting to the first hill. Izuku will jump off a roof building as swinging by the building that something was off. As he swung by it, there was a broken glass. It wasn't broken, but it was cleanly cut. As Zuko was swinging upon the building, as looking at the glass, as he touched the glass with the inside, a full circle cut through. As he felt it, it was smooth. too smooth. What the hell? Is this made by some quirk? No. If it was made by a quirk or something, it would have sketch marks or ridges in it. But this was completely smooth, like something else. But something else went through it. Izuku wondered what's going on here. So immediately he jumped in the building. After looking around, all right, what's here? What's going on here? Proceeding to go upon the ceiling and starting to crawl on it. He followed the light. As proceeding to find the light, finding jewelry and many other special things. And they're all there. But then there was this, found. As simply Izuku looked, seeing some person. They were trying to steal something from what they saw. What he saw was surprisingly very, very shocking. What she's trying to steal was a circular cylinder. It was blue, completely blue, of tech around it, as it seemed like to be a hard drive or some sort of reactor. Yeah, there we go. That's the person's voice. The person was saying. What Izuku saw what she was wearing was completely black, all black, tight. She was wearing all black, tight, and her collar was completely filled with white fluff like fur. Her hair was completely white. And Izuku was proceed to say, "I'm not sure about this, man, but you steal something so valuable." She would turn around slowly, yes, trying to see. Oh, look who it is, Spider-Man. I haven't seen you. I heard of you. Well, the woman was more like around his age. And a few years older, probably. Izuku would say, "Well, I'm flattered. You heard of me," as he would shoot a web line, as lowering himself, saying, "But I'm gonna have to ask you to put that back." Well, I kind of need this. And this is important. As she proceeded to open the jars, within it was, a very bright substance. Interesting substance within it. Important technology. As she proceeded to take it out, as it was to me some sort of disc. This technology will help me get what I need to get done. As she was simply saying under her breath, as proceeding to close it, put it back within the cylinder, as saying, "Well, ma'am, I kind of need now. Can't ask you again, but you gotta put that back." Well, I can't ask you. Proceed to walk him very sultily, as proceed to touch his cheek gently. But a cat needs to take her prize. As proceeding to catch him off guard, as she would kick him in the chest, sending him back flying, crashing into a wall. Oh, what the hell? Ah. Ow. That hurt. That was a strong kick. I didn't feel it. I didn't see her quirk activated. Strength quirk, probably? I should proceed to run out the window. Try to run. As she starts to run towards the window. Not so fast. Azuka proceeded to shoot a web line on one of her legs. As she would trip, as she would proceed to, she proceeded to pull on her hand, as claws would emerge. As she would cut the web line, as simply say, "What? How?" As proceeding to run, as she would jump right out the window. Oh crap! Zuko going after her to catch her, but she would see to start to swing on some mechanical gadget. As he would swing after her, saying, Where are you going, kitty? She was saying, well, sorry, Spider. Can't really stick around. Can I at least know who you are? As she proceeded to do a flip as landing on his back as Zuko would land upon the skyscraper side as saying, just call me Black Cat. As she would say, I gotta go, Spider. See you. As she would proceed to jump down, disappearing to the buildings. Zuko tried to follow her, but once she made it to the lower ground of the building, she disappeared into an alleyway. As he would follow her down, she disappeared. Gone. No trace of her. Where did she go? Zuko turned around looking around for her, but she was completely gone. Nowhere to be found. What on earth? She's gone. How? That's strange. Was this outsmarted by a kitten? Zuko jumped into the air and swing the whip line. Now that's strange. He was outsmarted completely. No, played. She played with him completely. It wasn't even funny. She was hot. No doubt about that. But come on, Zuko, focus. What did she steal? As Zuko go back to the building and proceeded to look around, what he saw, what she stole. There's a name for what she stole. Reactor. So it was a reactor, but for what? What does she want with the reactor? Proceeding to call 911 as, well, the police. As the police would finally arrive, simply leaving a note that said what happened. Zuko will continue to swing, as, not gonna lie, things are interesting. Everything that he pretty much known was weird. As he would wonder, are things really going his way? What's going on? New things for new problem, like those crime bosses. Now this? Things are becoming very interesting in his life. I wonder what else is going to pop up. I hope nothing is going to rear his ugly head at me. Time skip. Skip a few days later. So, Zuko pretty much be on his lunch break. What he saw was, well, from a text from his sister. They're on their what was it called? Their internships. They were basically being trained by pro heroes around Japan. It was interesting. At least they'd be trained by pro heroes. Zuko was sleeping on his mask. He'll be in Hosu. He heard what happened to the Ingenium, which was a shame, but, you know, nothing too bad. Zuko jumped off the building and was proceeding to swing. Swinging around is trying to find, like, at least what he's gonna do. Okay. What am I gonna do? Landing upon the building side as proceeding to, well, look around. Then a loud boom would happen. Huh? What was that? As making his way to the explosion, as landing is seeing, well, those creatures again. Those normal creatures, those abominations from earlier. As they start to wreak havoc upon the city. His spurs would go off immediately, as jumping over something that tried to, well, completely topple him to the ground. It was one of those Nomus. Izuku was saying, whoa, big guy. Now what are you? Don't you have some place to go? Whoa, Let me help you find somewhere. As the number was simply screech as running towards Ezekiel. Ezekiel dodged the attack along with kicking off the roof of the building. Well, that was something. Ezekiel looked around for anything that was going on. As one pro hero manual, if you remember correctly, will talk about how he lost one of his interns. As he was screaming on a boy named Ida? Who was Ida? Hold up. The boy's name was familiar. Ida. Tenya Ida. He was introduced by Henry, who was Ida, that blue-haired kid from the sports festival. What was he doing here? Ida was familiar, but where was it from? Of course, the Ingenium family. But why is he here? As things started to click in his mind, was he going after Stain? For revenge? Oh crap, gotta look for that kid. As he proceeded to jump off the building and swing around to go find Ida. It was already bad enough with these Numbu creatures here. As about for 30 minutes, he proceeded to look for them. As you see a bright light in one of the alleyways, I proceeded to look over, seeing Todoroki and Izumi, along with May and MJ and Gwen fighting Stain. Stain will swing up on Todoroki. Immediately, Izuku jumped down, kicking the guy in the head, as he'll be sent into a garbage can. It's simply Stain will recover quickly as proceeding to look, seeing Spider-Man, as Stain would say. Heyo, as Suzuki proceeded to say. You're serial killer Stain, right? Now what do you want? You fake. Now, we have this fake hero as pointing towards Ida. You brats who's dying to become heroes for the wrong things, and now a vigilante. What do you want? I heard a commotion around here, so I came to check it out. But I got a ditzy problem here. You're in my country. I'm the sheriff around here. Oh, really, Stain says. Let's test that theory. Izuku would immediately look, saying, okay. As he would immediately try to charge it one for all, the red and blue electricity would appear. As Stain would go rushing forward as he would swing, Izuku dodging the attack quickly enough. He was agile. Stain knew it. What he heard from Spider-Man was true. The young vigilante was very agile. Izuku threw a punch. Stain tried to block it with his sword, but it completely got shattered. Stain would take the right hook completely in the face. And as being sent flying back, as Stain would proceed to do a handstand as to land. Okay, you're stronger than you seem. Pulling on the sword, as Suzuki was saying, how many weapons do you have? Enough. As Stain would proceed to rush in. Izuku and Stain started to fight. Stain tried to get at least one nick. Just one. But every time he did, he got a nick in a couple times, but not enough to draw blood. Well, a nick. But every time he proceeded to try to lick the blood, he just kept moving. He didn't stop. He saw him slowing down, but he didn't stop moving. Sting got him again, another nick. As he proceeded to lick his blade, as Zuko would wonder, why is he licking his blade? What is he doing? Zuko would look at his suit, seeing how he had small rips and tears in his suit, but they always healed in a few seconds because of the blood, the symbiotic blood within his body. What is Sting's quirk? Izuku started to think about his quirk as Stain will continue to fight. Izuku grabbed Stain's weapon with both hands and proceeded to remove it from his grip and kicking him away. Stain would try to recover, but Izuku shot a web line as he easily caught him off guard. Simply Izuku looked at the blade and throwing it to the side, saying, You got nicked a couple times, but how are you still moving? As Izuku would simply say, I'm resilient. His quirk is, blood. Blood? Izuku says. Yeah, whoever's blood he licks, he can basically paralyze him. Depends on their blood type. Izuku remember. Of course. He shared the same blood type with his sisters. They were both a B or A, if you remember correctly. But wouldn't that make him paralyzed? It's probably the symbiote.